Hello everyone, welcome to the second video of mobile app development series. In the previous video, I explained about the designing and the programming part of the sign in and the sign up pages. Today I'll be explaining about the home and the chat page. In our home page design, we have our screen name, background image, app icon, home text, sign out button, search chat option and the friend list. In the friend list area, we have the friend image, name, final chat message, time and the unseen chat count. On press of a friend, will be navigated to the chat page. Here we have the screen name, background image, friend profile image, name, send messages, chat input and send button. If the message is seen, the icon will be blue, else the icon will be in grey color. Now let's check the programming part of the pages. You will only be navigated to the home page if your sign-in details are correct. When you get to the home page, you will see all the sign-up users in the home screen except yourself. In the home page, we have added a function home and set the search variable for search text and the friend list item. After that, we have created an async function, load friends and added await to async storage. This way, we can pause the rest of the code until we take the user details from async storage. Since we need the user details to run the rest of the code and it takes time to get the information, async function await will give us the required time to get the user. After that, we have appended the value of the user and the text field to a form and send it to our loadusers.php file. In the PHP file, we have taken the user, decoded the value from JSON and added it to the user PHP object variable. Next, we have created the connection between the PHP file and the database. After that, we have taken all the users where the user details are not equal to the signed in user. Here we have created a variable to add the array. Next, we have a for loop. In the for loop, we have taken our user, user image, username and user ID. Then we have checked our database chat table to find the messages sent between the user and the selected person. From that, we have checked whether the output is 0. If the output is 0, we have to set the message, time and the count to null. Else, we have to get the last message from the chat, the unseen chat count and the date and time of the last message. We have added all this data to a variable and have sent back the encoded response text to our JSON file using the JSON response text variable. Back in our JS file, we have set the response text to our state function state items. Here, we have used a use effect to render the output once with the updated data. So each time we enter the home page, the messages will be loaded to the screen. Next is our coding part for our UI design. In the design, on press of the app icon, you will be navigated to the user profile, and from the pressable sign out, you will be navigated back to the sign in page. And on search area, you can search for any user signed into the app. Next, we have our flat list, which is connected to the function item UI. In the item UI, we have coded our user detail view. Here, we have taken the user image, name, message, time and the chat count. And on press of a user, will be navigated to the chat page. This is the design of the home. Now let's check the chat page. In the chat file, we have created the function chat and have added root to the function. The reason to add root is, with this we can get the friend detail on press and display it on the chat page. We have two state variables in the chat page, one for the chat messages and one for the send messages. Then we have created async function and set await for async storage as we did in the home page. Here we have taken the signed in user's ID and selected friend's ID, added it to a form and send it to our load chat PHP file. In the load chat PHP file, first we have taken the two IDs and set it to variables. Next, we have created the database connection and have selected all from the chat where the users matches to the users we get from the JS file. And we have created an update query so that the unseen chat count will be turned 0 on press of a chat. Next, we have created a new array variable. After that, we have our for loop. In the for loop, we have taken all the messages, date time, and set site of the messages depending on the user. Next, we have sent the output to our JS file through response.json variable. In the JS file, we have taken the response text, added it to a variable called response array, and saved it to setChatHistory state. In our UI design, we have a fat list, which is our message display connected to chat item. In our chat item, we have coded our design and have added different styles depending on the message side. Next, we have the chat input area and the send button. On press on the send button, the message will be sent and the database will update. To do this, we have created the function saveChat. We have created the function as an async function, and we have taken the request object and added it to a form and sent it to savechat.php file. In the savechat.php file, we have taken the user details and separated the from user ID to user ID, message, and date time from the object. Next, we have created the connection to the database and insert the data into the database. On press of the send button, the message will be sent, saved, and the input fields will be clear. We have used use effect to the function because we only need the function to run once on press. This is the design of the home and the chat page. Now let's see the output.